Hey drummers, it's Rob Litton here from drumstheword.com and welcome to this free video drum lesson. This was suggested over on my Facebook page. I occasionally ask my followers en masse to give me all their song suggestions in one large post and then to thumb up the ones they like the most. And I did that this week, and this was one of the suggestions that got a few likes. It's Nights on Broadway by the Bee Gees, drummed by Deniis Bryon, the session drummer Deniis Bryon. And I've got the full PDF for you, specifically for the drum intro, the first 8 bars of the song. That's what we're interested in here. It's got this really sort of cool, funky, sort of syncopated drum beat, which Deniis plays. So we've got all 8 bars. You can download the free PDF drum notation that comes with this lesson. You'll find the link beneath this video, so you can have it printed out in front of you as we go through this lesson. And it's really a 2-bar drum beat that gets repeated 4 times, and then the main song kicks in and sort of Deniis settles into sort of a standard sort of groove. But these first 8 bars are really sort of cool, some offbeat bass drums and snare drums, some really cool ideas. So his song starts with Deniis coming in with a snare drum on the and a beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and simple as that. And then we're into our first drum beat, our first 2 bars. It's a 16th note hi-hat pattern played with one hand. You can tell that because you can hear the pattern. You hear this, suggesting that molar whip action. Plus the tempo is 90 BPM. It's not so fast so you couldn't play it one-handed. If you wanted to play it double-handed yourselves, then be my guest. It won't sound the same, but you can get through it that way as well. No problems. So I'll just take you through each bar slowly. The first bar has the snare drum falling on beats 2 and 4. And the bass drum's just doing this sort of funky thing underneath it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. It's on the downbeat and then the each time. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. The second bar first starts to feature this snare drum falling on the and a beat 2 with these bass drums proceeding into it, and then this bar specifically has a really cool sort of extra snare drum note on the of beat 3. But it starts with, and you've got to be ready for this because there's no backbeat on beat 2 or 4. The snare drum backbeats move to the and of 2 and the and of 4, sort of moving the backbeat around creates this really cool effect. So we get 1 E and a 2 E. These bass drums on the of 2, the of 1, sorry, and the E of 2. 1 E and a 2 E and then the snare drum comes in there on the and of 2. 1 E and a 2 E and a. Then for beat 3, 3 E and a 4. 3 E and a 4, and then 4 E and. Snare drum on the and of 4, open hi-hat on the and of 4, which closes when we go into the next 2 bars, that are looped, which is slightly different. So let me play the first line for you, the first 3 bars. 1 and 2, play it slowly. 3, 4, and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. A bit slower. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. Really cool effect that. So then the next 2 lines are identical to each other. You've got 2 bars, but it's like Deniis settles into a groove now. He finds the groove he wants to play or continue to play. So the first bar of the 2-bar pattern is exactly the same as the first bar above, but slightly different. We've got the bass drum falling on the and of beat 3, not the of beat 3 this time. So we get 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 again. A 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1, a 2, a 3 and 4. The second bar is the same as the one above it, but we don't get those extra, the extra snare drum note, and he kind of repeats the offbeat bass drum idea I've seen at the beginning of the bar, where he's playing the bass drums on the E of 3, the of 3, and the E of 4. So all offbeat notes, E's and U's, falling into the snare drum backbeat on the and a beat 4. So really sort of, it throws you a little bit if you're not ready for it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. And again with that open hi-hat at the end there. Really nice. Of course, it's more profound when you put the 2 bars together. You've got the first bar with the backbeat on 2 and 4 and the straighter bass drum pattern. next to the second bar, which is all off beat, weird sounding. So if you put them together, 1 E, 2 E, 3 and 4, a 1 E, 2 E and 3 E and 4 E, and that's what gives it its sort of lilt, the two bars put together. So then the next line's identical to line 2, so those two bars, exactly the same, we just went over those. The last line, the first bar starts the same, 1, 2, 3 and 4, a 1. But the last bar has the drum fill in it and also one less bass drum. We don't get the bass drum on the E of 2 for whatever reason. He leaves it out, he plays 1 E and 2 E and. The snare drum still falls on the and of 2 though and opens with the hi-hat, 1 E and 2 E and. Then it closes on beat 3 where we're going to go into this drum fill using 32nd notes. So each group of two 32nd notes takes up 1/16th note. So we're going to play 3 E, and he moves up the drums like that, up the toms. This is my medium tom, this is my high tom by the way. Your medium tom would be here, your high tom would be here. 3 E and, then moves to the high tom and stays on the same drum, and 4 E, and then for the last 3 notes, moves back to the medium tom and It's an interesting way, the first bit is interesting where he splits the hands like that. 3 E and 3 E and I had it right. 4 E and I'm not very good at counting 32nd notes because I'm playing 2 notes for every 16th note, so I'm counting. For some strange reason, I've been doing this for years, I still find that really difficult. 3 E and 4 E and I just love that sound. So let's play the last line to the last 2 bars. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 2 and that sort of tempo. I'm not worried too much about counting it. That's the point of counting, is once you've got it in your head, once you know the rhythm, you don't have to count out loud anymore. The counting is really just to help teach you the part in the first place, then you can forget the counting. So before we finish, let's now hear what it's supposed to sound like properly without me waffling on over the top. So here's all 8 bars, played up to speed, without my microphone on so you can hear just the drums. Here we go. So if you found this drum lesson useful, then please give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my Facebook page. Don't forget to download the free PDF that came with the lesson. And you might also want to consider signing up to my website, drumstheword.com. And what you get for $97 is a year subscription to the website where you gain instant online access to every single full video song lesson I've ever recorded. That's over 300 famous and popular songs. Unlike this lesson, I teach you a song from start to finish. Every single bar, you get the full drum transcript, PDF drum chart. And I've got over 300 famous and popular songs now. You can search the list on the website. There's loads there to search through. As a thank you for signing up for the $97, I give you access to hundreds of mini videos teaching you famous beats, fills and solos. I also give you 3 ebooks I've written over the years containing hundreds more famous beats, fills and solos. And then over the year of your subscription, you also gain instant online access to all the new material that I load for my members. And I record every week unless I'm ill or on holiday, so you've got lots and lots of cool stuff to look forward to in the future as well. But if you've got any questions about that, you can email me, rob@drumstheword.com, or come over to Facebook and ask questions there. Until next time, toodle pip and happy drumming to you.